Hey everybody, welcome back to Supercard. I'm actually recording this earlier in the day. As you can see that we've only gotten 16 matches through. We've beaten all the humans so far. There's one of them I got very lucky that we actually beat, so I got a feeling he's going to be one of the people in the finals. So yeah, I finished training up the single for the Sasha Banks, so now I can work on the pro. It's only level 13, just so I can still use her in exhibition even when this is done. So it's a full Survivor Pro lineup, with the exception of that single Kane, but that's because I'm working on making the single. So I'm doing this earlier in the day. The video's still not going to go up until tonight. It's like 2 o'clock right now. My plan is to... Oh, sorry, I just had a yawn. Do this now, and then upload it later because I need to... I'm going to be staying up late tonight. I'm at work tomorrow on the overnight. And so that means I'm not going to be able to record tomorrow night. So, I'll get this, do this now, have it out later, and then maybe by the middle of the day tomorrow, I should have finished the Road to Glory, so I can do a video for that when it gets to it. And that would be my plan. So I can, work on training up the Ric Flair while I'm at work on the overnights. Hopefully it's not busy, but knowing my luck, it's just going to be, the busiest it's ever been. It always seems to be like that whenever I end up going into work for the for overnights. It just happens to be like the most busy night like possible there. I remember it might have been maybe a month ago. I had pulled a double going there. Like, I'd worked at the other place, what did I do, 12 to 8, and then the 2-hour break before I went back to work at the other place, which is, 40 minutes away for an overnight. And like, I just got killed, like, throughout the entire night. So and then 2 weeks ago, I worked on the Friday. It was just a 4-hour shift, but then it was insanely busy. Like, it's a Friday night and it's a hospital. Drunks come in, all kinds of people come in. So it's to be expected on a Friday night. So I'm not doing doubles on Fridays anymore. It's just, no matter where you work, Friday is just a busy day. And I don't want to put myself through that all the time, so no more Fridays from me when it comes to work. If I've got to go work the overnight as well. Okay. So I spoke about it yesterday, but Fastlane's coming up. So I can't remember all the matches that are coming, but I'll at least go over the ones that I do know are happening. So we've got Kevin Owens against Dolph Ziggler for the Intercontinental title. Kevin Owens won it on Raw. Spoiler alert, I guess, but it's Thursday. WWE spoils all of their own stuff. Like, the minute after it happens on pay-per-view, it's already up on, their Facebook page or their YouTube channels. Like, oh my god, look what happened. So they kind of spoil it anyways. I miss the days of, like, the very next night for Raw, and it's like, let's take a look at what happened last night, and it was pictures, because they wanted you to buy the replay of the pay-per-view to watch it. So if they just showed pictures and put sound bites over it, but people would be like, hey, maybe I do want to watch that. They sometimes still do the still images, but because of the network, like, as soon as the event is over, just go onto the network and you can watch it. I'm pretty sure you can do it that quickly. Because I haven't really been using the network as much as I would like to. Because because I'm in Canada, the network sucks in Canada. I won't lie. It's not an over-the-top method like how it is in the States, and I think it's like that in the UK as well. I'm not too sure. I know there was an issue with Sky Sports and all that. It's not like I can just pay WWE monthly or whatever the subscription fee is. It's like one of the biggest cable companies in Canada is called Rogers. We have Rogers and Bell. So for Rogers, it's like $12 a month. You have to call them, and the network is a channel where it's just a constant stream. But there's also an on-demand channel, which if you have Rogers, it works exactly like Rogers On Demand, which, it's got a library of stuff, but, it takes ages to navigate through because it's just slow. And so that's what I had been using for ages. And, it was just a piece of crap. It's missing so much content, I wanted to watch an old Royal Rumble, but I can only watch the 2013, the 2014, or the 2015 Royal Rumble. And those are the only ones that I can watch. Can't watch any of the old ones. The only pay-per-view that has every pay-per-view is WrestleMania. And even then, when I first got it, it was missing like half of them. So I figured out a while ago, well, when I say a while ago, like 3 weeks ago, that you can log in on a laptop through Roger. You go to the WWE's page, find the network section. You can log in with your Rogers credentials, and it works just like that. But here's the thing: we couldn't figure out the passwords for any of the accounts, like the accounts that are linked to. And so I spent ages trying to figure it out. Like, I know all I had to do was press forget my password. I was pressing forget my password, and it would say, okay, we've sent an email to your account with your reset password. 9 times out of 10, you wouldn't get an email at all that the account, hey, you requested a password to be sent to you. Here's your new password. It wouldn't get sent. And then the time that it did actually get sent, it goes, here's your reset password. Use this to get in, and then you can change your password once you're in. So I do that. Guess what? The password doesn't work. So it was just a constant cycle of me just getting angry. So, and Rogers is useless when it comes to talking to them on the phone. You'll be, hey, you're saying I didn't pay for my bill, but I did. And like, oh, hold on, let me get someone for you to speak to. And an hour later, that person will come on the phone. So they're useless on the phone, so I decided to open up their live chat thing. I know it's a robot I'm talking to, so they say, hi, how are you? Like, what's your name? I'm like, well, I'm Alex. And they're like, how are you today? I said, pissed off because I want to watch the network. So I explained that, I've purchased the network. None of my login credentials are working, blah, blah, blah. And I said, all I need is my password reset. I can answer any question that you need, but all I'm asking for is the password to be reset. And the guy on the live chat just says, let me transfer you to someone who will be able to help you. Like, what the hell do you mean? You can't, all I need is just my password reset. So it ended up taking 45 minutes in total, but it finally worked, and brought the laptop. I wasn't working that day, but I brought it to, I go to where I work on the weekends, just for lunch, really, because one of the guys that works there, he goes out and gets lunch, so the weekends I'm not there, I'll head in and I'll have lunch with them, because the people that work on the weekend are good friends of mine. So I brought in the laptop, wanted to put on the network, I wanted to watch the Royal Rumble, hang out. Of course, the Wi-Fi at work blocks that streaming thing. Doesn't block YouTube, Netflix, nothing like that, but it blocks the WWE network, and believe me, I was pissed that it didn't work. Excuse me, I'm burping and hiccuping a lot now. I was just pissed that it didn't work. So, but illegal streams worked, so I didn't understand it. So, long story short, I did end up watching the Royal Rumble at work. But back onto Fastlane, because that's where it all started. So Dolph Ziggler, Kevin Owens, I'm pretty sure Kevin Owens is going to win this one. He's going to go into WrestleMania as the the Intercontinental Champion. I would hope so, like, because, you know, Dolph Ziggler's time at the top, like, is gone. You know, when people truly cared about him and wanted to see him win, I really think that time is done. Whoa. Okay, so I've never actually seen that then. I guess that's what the chat thing is. You turn it on, it just pops up on your screen now. But, you know, it was great when he won the World Heavyweight title. You know, everyone was happy for him. Not the time he was awarded the title, the time that he actually won it off his cash-in. But then, you know, Jack Swagger practically kicked his brain out of his head and gave him a concussion. And then he lost the title in his first match back, or his first defense back, which was also his only defense, if I remember correctly. I probably don't, but I think that was the only title defense he actually had. But, you know, that time is gone. Nobody really... I don't want to sound bad, but nobody really cares about him anymore. When he kind of had some sort of momentum going, they threw him into that Rusev, Lana, Summer Rae, love triangle, or love rectangle, I guess, because there were 4 of them. Love square, I guess. And that was just awful. That entire feud. It's almost like, you know, you were happy that they announced that Lana and Rusev announced their engagement in real life, just to kill the feud, just to get it over with, because it was painful to sit through. You know, some of it was funny with Rusev, like, you know, when he had that fish and he was making fun of Lana. You know, some of it was actually quite funny. You know, I'm not going to take that away from them, but pretty much the entire feud was just crap. So Kevin Owens is the one who should have momentum. So, you know, they need top level heels. Let's have Kevin Owens just dominate the match. You'd like to think those last 2 wins that Ziggler had over Rusev were planned because they knew this was going to happen, but I think we're giving them too much credit. So Owens should win that match. There's a tag team match. It's probably going to be a tag team match. Can't remember who's in it, but if it's the New Day in it, the New Day are going to win, because, you know, that's what should happen. So there's that. What do we have? Brie and Charlotte. Charlotte's going to win. Yeah, just get that out of the way now. Unless they want to give Brie like a feel-good moment because, you know, Daniel Bryan retired, but they won't do that. I don't think so, at least. So Charlotte's going to win, goes on to WrestleMania, whatever. And then the main event of Brock Lesnar, Dean Ambrose, and Roman Reigns. I'm still going with Roman Reigns, but I do like the little bit of doubt they've put in our heads now that Dean Ambrose could actually win this now that he's not the Intercontinental Champion. But I've got a good feeling that it's going to be Roman Reigns that takes it in the end. It's not what I want. It's not what a lot of people want, but it's the story that unfortunately makes the most sense. But, you know, we already know he's going to win at WrestleMania, so I don't know. I wish we could just skip over this pay-per-view and just go straight to WrestleMania, because we already know what's going to happen. You know, there are times where you know what's going to happen, but you still want to see it happen. This is one of those things where you know it's going to happen, but you don't really want to see it happen. You know, it's unfortunate that, you know, we have to sit through all these, you know, the way that Reigns is being forced onto us. And, you know, it's not his fault. Like, if any of us were wrestlers and we were told by the boss, hey, we're going to make you world champion, I'm not going to go, no, it's not right. I'm going to go, hell yeah, I'm going to try my best. But, you know, he's trying his best, but, you know, the fans just don't care. But anyways, that's going to be it for today. Thank you all for watching. Please take care.